having it.
I should have stopped the camera.
Yeah.
Those pauses are important. There you go. You see, gossip. We missed all that, but it's true. All writing is gossip. Good gossip, but gossip. What do you think Tale of Two Cities is? Is gossip.
Never read it.
Well, it's beside the point.
It's
still gossip.
Is it?
Of course it is. It's
Oh,
all
shit.
gossip. Gossip is you talk about somebody. You know, that's all writing is. It's gossip. Real good writing is fucking genius gossip, but it's still gossip.
It's interesting take.
Yeah, I'm trying to formulate this.
Counter?
Yeah. No, well, I'm trying to see if this is valid.
So you get older, you gotta get a house like this, both of you, and you gotta fill it full of young men. You fill it full of broads. All you want to do is fuck them, and you don't get this kind of shit. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. That's fine, but to keep the brain alive, you need young men. You need young men around you, because they'll fight with you, and that's what you need more than anything else. Especially when you reach that stage where this is the whole thing about going public, is you surround yourself with acolytes. They want to be there because you're famous. They want to bathe in the fame. First time I had lunch with Gerald Pratley, who ran the film program at the Ontario Science Centre, which is now TIFF, Bell Lightbox, and all the rest of that shit. He said, "You must have a huge fan following." I said, "No, I haven't." He said, "Why?" I said, "Because fans think they own you. And then you do something they don't like, they haul out the knives." He said, "Whenever I see a fan following developing, I throw a tantrum and drive them all away." And Gerald looked at me and his face went white. He said, "My God, you're right." And it's true. The last thing you want, this is what happened to the Stones, this is what happened to Dylan, this is what happens to most of them, is they get this fucking fan following. And they gotta play the monkey for the fans. And it's no good.
Dylan at least fought.
Dylan never fought anything.
He did.
He didn't fight at all.
Dylan went fucking electric.
He went electric, schmectric. You know, that was a battle. That wasn't much of a battle. I'll tell you that right now.
That was big back then, Reg.
No, it wasn't. I was there.
You.
I lived through that.
I know, but he was getting called out and shit.
Yeah, I know, but that was small.
Dylan stood on stage and told him, "I don't believe you."
That's fine, but he didn't. He was a user, and that's all he was, and that's all he ever will be. He's as bad as the worst fucking goddamn capitalist on the face of the earth.
A user of what? What are you talking
People.
about?
There's a man named Al Aronowitz who met Bob Dylan in a laundromat, recognized his talent right away, introduced Bob Dylan to Allen Ginsberg. Now Al was the real deal. He was not a user. He was a mover. He was someone in love with all this shit. When Al's wife died of cancer, he went broke. He was the #1 columnist in the world for music, and he introduced everybody to everybody. And Miles Davis, who had no love for the wife man, when Al's wife died, called up Al and said, "You need help." And Al said, "No, I'm fine." And Miles Davis said, "I know something you need help with." And Miles Davis quietly paid the bill for Al's wife's funeral. Now that was a man. You know, Dylan's nowhere near that league. Neither is Ginsberg for all that.
Yeah.
So both of them were.
Are we talking about Dylan the man or Dylan the musician?
Both. The musician's the man, the man's the musician.
Is that true?
Yeah, because if he wasn't, he wouldn't be what he's become now, which is what he just said. He couldn't be a parody of himself.
Well, that's true.
There you go. See, now we took that along real nice. We got some controversy in here. We're going to piss people off. You slagged a bunch of people while you spoke. I just slagged. But it was honest. It's true. It's not. We're not slagging anybody for the sake of slagging them. It's just true.
Yeah.
This is going to be the Beat fucking Hotel movie of movies. This is neat. You know, look at that camera I got. Every time you go out, every time you should keep the thing in use, and you're doing conversation with somebody, just whip the goddamn thing out and film.
Yeah, it would make a good collage for sure.
Yeah, no, this is what you do. Move away from all this goddamn film school crap and Hollywood movie crap, and let's do James Bond. James Bond's been done.
That's true.
Yeah.
I can get more of these. These are full 1080p. The one that you have is 720. It doesn't look as good on the screen.
Yeah.
But these were $250 US to buy originally, but now you can get them for like $100. So I want to get a bunch more of them. And
Can
then
I see it?
just look at, well, you see it on the screen.
Like, can I touch it and film?
Well, I'll give you one to look at, but right now I'm keeping this in my hand. But these ones produce the best possible image you can get.
Yeah. You got an extra one?
You know, the best girl I ever met was from Ottawa.
Yeah.
And, like, she's a character in my book.
Oh yeah.
So, like, it ended kind of badly. Not to get too sappy right now, but...
Usually with the good ones it does.
Yeah.
You know?
So, I've been trying, like, a creative experiment of bringing back old emotions that I've moved on from. And I'm amazed how, like, these things sit in you and they're still living. Like, they're still there and they're still hurting, or they're still joyful, or still doing whatever they're meant to do. And all you have to do is really look at them. Thanks.
That's an interesting idea.
Like, I look at old photos that bring me back to, like, memories, I guess, through inadvertent ways. And I didn't think it would work. I was just going out on the limb. So that's interesting. But yeah, so I hate Ottawa for that. That's why I hate Ottawa. Fuck Ottawa.
Whoa. It's all about college Bathurst right now.
Who would have thunk it, you know?
What?
Just life itself. If you let it lead you, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah. That's what my pops always said, you know? He said it's always going to go different than you plan and better than you expect. And I think that's true if you do just, you know, follow the flow or whatever. Zen out.
No, you never follow the flow.
The release.
The only fish that go with the flow are the dead ones. The living
You
swim against
understand
the...
my...
No, but you don't follow the flow.
You get guided.
Huh?
You let it guide you. I don't mean you swim in the school, but... You know,
Well, the school is fine.
The ocean
The
refuses no
school
river
of fish
type
is
thing.
fine. That's a natural school.
Well, that's what I mean.
But the flow is for the dead.
No, he's talking about, like, the natural.
I know what he's talking about, but the
He's
dead...
talking about the underground water. Not
The dead would never...
There you go.
Okay, the dead... First off, the dead wouldn't have come in this door.
Yeah. Oh, they don't.
They don't, and they never will. And that's
First
it.
off, the dead don't reach the end of the stream because they got caught in rocks.
Well, they get all kinds of things happen to them, but they go with the flow. You see, you have to understand these things because it sounds nice to go with the flow, but go with the flow. No, it's the moment of decision, and the moment of decision is where you realize if I don't do this, I'm going to lose my fucking balls.
Yeah.
And then you man up to it. That's all it really comes down to.
Whatever. Then you go with the fucking salmon upstream for, land cement or something.
Well,
Point
they're
is,
following
is
different.
water's a
They're
good
swimming. They're
image.
swimming upstream, which is against the
I
flow.
like Coke better.
Like what?
Coke.
Coke.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah. A
This is-
river of
this is-
Coca-Cola
Yeah.
with dead fish in it?
This one there.
That is a great image.
I just watched this movie called The Whore's Son. It's an Eastern European film. And it was awesome. This kid grows up with his mother dumps her boyfriend who's an idiot, and she's got to take care of this kid. So she does what a woman does in those situations, who's got no money and nothing to fall back on but her back. And the kid is supposed to write the job description of his mother, who he, for the moment, thinks is a waitress. And someone tells him, "Get your hand off my car, you son of a whore." And he discovers his mother is a whore, but he doesn't know what a whore is.
How old is he?
He's a small kid. He has to find out what a whore is. And it just goes through. And it's a beautiful film. It was awesome.
This is the premise of the whole movie?
Well,
He has to find out.
No, he knows who his mother is by the end of it. He knows what's going on.
No.
But he doesn't. She's moved out. She's got her own place. She's got her own life. She's got her private thing happening. She's a high-class whore. Gets top dollar. He doesn't want him around anymore. She's been living in this dump to take care of him. But when he can take care of himself, she ups and moves out. And then he's abandoned by his mother. And she's the most important person in his life. And then he finally tracks her down. And then shit happens and he accidentally kills his mother. And, it's just insane. I mean, we all got to find a way to kill our mother, but most of us can keep her alive after we've done it. The mother's the most important person in your life.
But she must be killed.
Well, that's the problem. She must be killed.
She must.
Primitive societies, you
And
raise...
I think that's one of the big issues with modern manhood, is the mother isn't killed.
Well, that's what Robert Bly is all about.
Robert Bly.
Robert Bly's an American
He
poet.
translated
Iron John,
Vallejo.
all those things. That's what
Yeah.
he's about. Iron John, that's what it's all about. It's about standing up to the mother, taking out the mother. My mom had a big battle with my dad's parents about whether I go to Catholic school or public school. They were just screaming. I can still remember it. And she got me home late at night by herself. She said to them, "Why don't we let him decide?" They couldn't argue with that. Then she gets me home late at night and she says, "Do you want to go to Catholic school with the bad kids or public school with the good kids?" Guess
Why?
where I went?
You went to Catholic school?
No, I went to public school with the good kids. My mom told me that this is where the good kids went, so I trusted my mother. That's where I went. Then I came home that first day from school, and all my cousins were waiting for me with sticks and stones and names. And
Why? Because they were all Catholic.
they were all Catholic. And then I realized that people who are friends one moment could turn against us the next for no apparent good reason. That was when I became myself.
Why would your mom tell you all the Catholic kids?
Because she was Church of England. Church of England hated Roman Catholics. Roman Catholics pretty much didn't care for Church of England.
And your father was Roman Catholic?
My dad was Roman Catholic. My mother was Church of England. My dad was from the royalty of the town, and my mom was the daughter of a blacksmith who was living in poverty because cars killed blacksmithing. My mom's mom used to clean floors. My grandmother on my father's side was the matriarch. They're both tough women, strong women.
So you know about, I guess you heard stories about when cars came around and heard stories before cars?
No, I don't know anything about that. Cars were well established when I was born.
I know, but didn't you hear any stories?
No.
No?
Oh shit, we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do now?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to yoga.
Yeah.
Can't go to yoga. 2 beers in there. Well, it's hot yoga. I'll smell up the whole room.
Oh no.
I farted in class the other day. I was just like, sorry. And the whole class laughed for 2 minutes. But I was so embarrassed.
You're going to school?
No, yoga class.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a lot funnier then. It's pretty fantastic.
It was I was like, did that just happen? What is my reaction? I searched my brain, I just came up with sorry.
Nailed it. Shit.
Let me film, Reg. I want to film you.
Yeah.
Not
right.
tonight.
Why not?
Because I got a natural thing happening here. I'm not about to lose it.
You're part of it.
It's all right, but I'm in the background.
Can I suggest?
I'm Zeus.
Can I make a suggestion though?
What?
The light is a little strong.
This needs to be. This is fucking 3D.
But I'm seeing neon blue, I think.
Well, that's fine.
Or
For
something.
3D, you need lots of light. Double image through those glasses, it gets dark on the screen. Did you read the one about the 100 naked musicians for the birth of a nation?
Oh, yeah, the email?
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Patty were talking about it.
Yeah, you need to survive. The reason they're coming has to be what you're doing, not the birth of a nation.
You're right.
And they'll come from all around the fucking world for that. When I brought Bob Clampett up, Bob Clampett was the key Warner Brother cartoon director. People go with Tex Avery, but Bob was where it actually started. And I invite Bob to come up to Toronto.
Yeah.
Everybody goes, who's he? Jed Clampett's brother from the Beverly Hillbillies, the Clampetts. So I realized it was going to tank if I relied on Toronto. There was a little tiny fanzine called Mindrot, Journal of the Animation Cartoon. Went around the world. I bought a page in that and advertised my program and offered 200 cartoons over 3 days, plus a chance to meet one of the greatest Warner Brother one of the greatest animation directors ever, and if not the greatest director of animated cartoons ever. And I personally think he was. And people came from Moscow, they came from Tokyo, they came from fucking China, they came from Paris, they came from London, they came from Greece, they even came from fucking Hollywood. And I got a handful of people from Toronto, all of whom complained it was too expensive. So you just ignore where you are and you design what you're doing. Moosehead beer was the beer of New Brunswick when I was a kid. And then they allowed the Ontario breweries to come in. So everybody down east stopped drinking Moosehead. You couldn't drink it up here because it was banned from the province for a long time.
Sure.
Then I went out to Hollywood for this celebration of Grim Nathwick, who created Betty Boop and animated Snow White. And I stayed at Grimm's landlady's apartment buildings. And she put her grandson in charge of taking care of me, which he didn't like at all. And after the event was done, we were looking for something to eat. So we went out to get pizzas. And the pizza store sold beer, which was unheard of in Ontario. The pizza store sold beer. So I bought a 2 for a beer. And he goes, "You're so fucking cool. Holy fucking shit. I'm taking you out for breakfast tomorrow morning." We became buddies. And we got so fucking drunk it was insane. And the next morning, Graham comes by and he goes, "Reg, do you still want to go to Disney?" I go, "No." He says, "Neither do I." Oh, fuck, I gotta go. Which was a good thing because he slipped and I caught him, and if he'd fallen, he'd broken his legs. It was an awesome experience. I was at Disney and didn't even want to be there. Well, you know, there are men who sacrifice their souls to get a paycheck on Friday. They had a vision and it died. They all became part of Mickey Mouse Land. You've pissed off everybody on your end of the road, and here I am silently pissing off everybody with the truth on my side of the camera. But it's true. You know, I had a kid that came to my programs. His name was Nick Ranieri, and he showed me the films he himself had made at home in his parents' basement. Fucking brilliant. He animated Roger Rabbit and Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Yeah. He animated Lumiere, the candlestick in Beauty and the Beast. Nothing he's done at Disney compares to what he did at home. His parents are happy because he's got a good job. He's getting well paid. Yeah. But to get that money, he had to kill his gift. Yeah. And he did. He murdered it quite happily. He went to Sheridan College and they encourage you to murder your gift so you'll fit in.
Pretty groovy sweater, man. Coat, whatever the fuck.
Honest Ed's 99 cents.
Nailed it.
You like your Rich?
Oh, yes, I like it.
The fuck was that?
I like it. What the fuck's your problem?
It sounded sarcastic.
No, it wasn't sarcastic at all. It was true. Coat of many colors. You look just like Joseph, for fuck's sake.
Thank you.
Did your brothers fuck you up?
I have a brother, and I love him.
Did he try to fuck you up?
No. He threw a brick at me.
Well, he tried to fuck you up. My number one brother, I loved him as a kid. I was riding him up the hill back in New Brunswick. It was called Hart's Hill. He was on the back of my tricycle, and he bit me in the middle of my back for all he was worth. So from that moment on, I beat the crap out of that fucker.
How much older was he?
Oh, I would have been maybe 6. He would have been 4. he would have been.
You fucked up a 4-year-old, Reg?
He bit me in the middle of my back, for Christ's sake. What do you expect?
This is on tape, Reg.
That's beside the point. I know it's on tape. I'm not going to pretend to be, I'm not gonna play it safe. Here you are, slagging Dylan and all the rest of it. And I'm going to fucking whip out, and I'm going to couch my words because I'm on tape. Fuck that shit.
Holy fuck. That's unreal.
What's the matter now?
That's just funny.
We got the main movie right here. Actually, we got a little taste of you playing, and we got I don't know. We got 20 minutes just that last section right there.
That's fucking episode 1.
Yeah. Well, there's also 10 minutes before that, and 10 minutes before that, if not more than that. So that's fucking 40 minutes. We get some little, whatever. We got the makings of a good little thing here. Shit. Then we go to Alan's tomorrow, and I'll give you a camera to film me, and I'll film you. We'll have a little dialogue and talk to people, and go back there next week, and the week after, and the week after. You're going to be coming to us with this. This is why this is why you have to get out of having a job.
Yeah, it's the worst. It's the first time I've had a job in like a fucking long time.
Where do you work?
At a restaurant on St. Clair.
Which one?
It's called Emma's.
Where's the place we got to go for the mattresses?
St. Clair and Christie.
Okay.
Salvation Army.
Okay, well, we have to go the same day. I asked Simon, I get new lamps for my projectors, so we're going to do one, we'll do the other
Okay,
as
wicked.
well. Make a day of it. And Simon Simon started with Max Allen, the Textile Museum in Canada, the largest collection of textiles, I think, in the world. And Simon's a fucking genius. He followed Levi's around the world. Wherever Levi's went in, they dumped their culture.
Mm-hmm.
So he picked up all these amazing fabrics that people were throwing into the garbage. And he created with Max Allen this museum called Museum for Textiles in Canada.
Really? Once like a Levi's store opened in a...
Well, it's
country?
new, and everybody goes with the new and throws away the old without realizing what they're throwing away. It becomes garbage. Like you go from vinyl to CD, and everyone went, oh fuck, this sounds much better. Yeah, we won't scratch. Oh, cool. And then vinyl becomes trash. Same thing with film.
So like when Levi's moved into Mexico,